Hello everybody, this is Colin and this is Colin Talks Crypto. Thank you very much for joining me today. You know, we've been thinking really big lately. That's the motto of the past few weeks is think big. And when it comes to crypto specifically. And why do I say that? Because I made a video talking about how we're going to easily surpass $100,000 per Bitcoin, as high as $300,000 per Bitcoin during the next bull run. And then I just made a video talking about the S-curve of adoption. If you haven't watched that already, that's the last video I just uploaded. Make sure to watch that. And it shows how we are at the beginning stages of adoption still. You know, you might think that we're far along because it's been 10 years, but we are really still at the beginning of this, guys. And I just am trying to hit this home, how big this is going to be. And in this video, I am actually going to share with you this site and put crypto in perspective, give you a bit of a reality shock of what we're actually looking at here. And there's a site called demonocracy.info that will be highlighting what we're going to cover today. Thank you for joining me. So I had a user comment, and that's actually kind of what sparked this idea and this video. And so thank you for his comment. It's right here. His name's Andy Heffel. And he said, today's total crypto market cap is around 200 billion. If we get a 50x of the entire crypto market cap, that means $10 trillion. There is only $80 trillion in the world. Would love to get your take on that. And my reply was, hi Andy, it's possible because there's much more than $80 trillion in the world. And I don't think people fully grasp how much money is out there until they see the figures. So let's dig into this. So again, on demonocracy.info, love that name, it's going to cover on this page all the money in the world. This is all the money from all sources on planet Earth right now. So let's walk through this. So here's a $100 bill. Here's $10,000 in $100 bills. Here's a pallet of stacks of $100 bills. This is $100 million. Here's a bunch of pallets. This is $1 billion. So we move on. And this was done obviously a few years ago because Bitcoin had $14 billion market cap. Oh, here it is, January 2017. So actually, yeah, just about 2 years ago. Now it's about 112 billion for just Bitcoin. And the entire crypto market cap is $210 billion. We'll keep that in mind for later. So as we continue on, we have some examples of individuals. Warren Buffett, 66 billion, Bill Gates, 79 billion, Carlos Slim, 72 billion. These are the world's richest people. And then we have the world's biggest companies. Just putting this in perspective, guys, $550 billion for Apple, Google, 500 billion, 470 billion for Microsoft, Berkshire Hathaway, $330 billion, ExxonMobil, $330 billion. Notice how all of those are currently greater than the entire crypto market cap as it stands today, October 2018. These are just single companies. And then we move on and we include all investment gold and silver in the world. And there's 2.5 trillion cash value of investment gold. And then we move on to base money and bank money. And we have $28 trillion of base money and $50 trillion of bank money. See how this is quickly adding up here, guys? And by the way, just a quick plug from Mike Maloney. If you haven't watched his video on the world's greatest scam, I'll put the link in the description below. Please do check it out. It's very enlightening and it goes over what is base money and what is bank money and how do they come into existence. It's quite the scam. So check that out. And then we move on and we have the value of all government bonds, debt in the world at $58 trillion. And now we have $116 trillion of all the stocks and corporate bonds in the world. And then we move on and we have $290 trillion, the value of all private business and real estate in the world. And then we have 1 quadrillion, which is the value of all derivatives in the world. 1 quadrillion, guys. I drew some numbers up just because I knew this was an unfathomable number. So 1 billion is a 1 with 9 zeros. 1 trillion is a 1 with 12 zeros. 1 quadrillion is a 1 with 15 zeros. So that's the value of all derivatives in the world. So if we add this all together, this picture here is showing all the money and all assets in the world as of 2 years ago. And so I just did the math and I added this all together, okay? So what do we got? Let's take a look. This, all on this picture, totals $1.5 quadrillion. So if we go back to the user comment, he thought that there was $80 trillion. And it's totally understandable because, I mean, how many of us have actually got any information on how much money is in the world? Well, per this infographic, it's $1.5 quadrillion. So let's do some math here. Let's take today's total crypto market cap, which is just under $210 billion. And I mean, you know how to do percents. You divide 209 billion into 1.5 quadrillion. That'll tell us how much the percentage of the current crypto market cap is of the total world asset value and money in the world. And it comes out to 0.013%. It's not even a tenth of a percent. It's a tenth of a tenth of a percent. The current crypto market cap is a tenth of a percent of the total world's assets and money. So if that doesn't put it in perspective, I don't know what does. People thinking that 200 billion, let's go to the crypto market cap here, guys. 210 billion is a huge number, or 112 for Bitcoin is huge, and you know it can't possibly go any higher and it's going to crash down. Not at all. Look at these individuals who are utterly more wealthy than most of the cryptocurrencies out there. Look at these companies that have more money than the entirety of the entire crypto space right now. So to say that these are high numbers is asinine at best. You know, it's utterly ignorant and foolish to look at something as innovative and groundbreaking and disruptive and to think that it's not going to grow even more. And as we showed before, we're at the beginning stages of the S curve. I mean, I say add 3 more zeros to each one of these, and then we're talking, you know, in a decade or two, a couple decades maybe, but we're going to get there, okay? So that's what I want to do. I want us to think big, guys. Think big. $7 billion, $20 billion, $112 billion is pocket change. It's nothing. There is so much money in the world. There is $1.5 quadrillion on planet Earth. Okay, guys, keep thinking big. Keep buying up that crypto during this accumulation phase. And you know, when this comes around next time, maybe it'll hit the US dollar someday, we'll be ready because we will have our crypto holdings, and when the stock market eventually comes tumbling down, we will not be the adverse effect of this because we will have a safe haven asset, probably superior to gold in many ways. So I'll leave you with that note, food for thought. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Take care. This is Colin, and this is Colin Talks Crypto.